Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Hari Om Tat Sat. Srimad Bhagavad Gita. In the last class, we have completed the fourth chapter and the summary of the fourth chapter also we have seen. Now today we are going to start the fifth chapter. The fifth chapter is titled as the Karma Sannyasa Yogam or Sannyasa Yogam. The secret of renunciation of the action. After explaining very clearly by Lord Krishna, but still Arjuna has got a doubt in his mind, what should I do? This doubt, because he is not able to understand what Lord teaching, again and again the same thing Lord explained, but every chapter, third chapter also, fourth chapter also, again Arjuna asking the question. What is good for me? You just decide and tell me what I should do. Why this doubt? Because he could not understand clearly, properly what Lord says. That is not the mistake of the Lord Krishna. Krishna has got a lot of patience, that's why he is again, without any hesitation, again starting from the LKG, he starts teaching. Now, what is the question this chapter starts with? Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha अथ पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः अर्जुन उवाच सन्न्यासं कर्मणां कृष्ण पुनर्योगं च शंससि यश्श्रेय एतयोरेकम् तन्मे ब्रूहि सुनिश्चितम्. Now before going to the word by word meaning of the shloka, the background behind this doubt. Bhagavan taught so far three steps, three things. One is Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga is compulsory for everybody, and through Karma Yoga sadhanam, we have to attain the sadhyam Jnana Yogam. Through the practice of Jnana Yoga sadhanam, we must attain the sadhyam, the moksham. So sadhana, sadhyam. The goal is one, and the sadhanas can change, but between the choice can be there between the sadhanas, but there is no choice between the goals. So I must know the goal clearly. Now, when we say sadhanas, in sadhana we have the choice. Arjuna's doubt in the previous chapter is that whether I should follow the Karma Yoga or should I follow the Jnana Yoga. There itself he could not understand properly. That's why the question, it is not that what should I practice, either this or that. These two are step by step. You can have choice between two sadhanas, I told, which are similar. The choice cannot be there between the two dissimilar things. One is It is just like this. If I have two, three color pants, I can choose either this pant or that pant. Okay. So what color pant I should wear? I have a choice. Or same way, three shirts are there, three colors are there. What shirt I should wear? Choice is there. But if you ask a question that whether I have to wear the pant or the shirt, there is no choice between these two. So like that, here this karma yoga and gnana yoga are not the choice things. Through karma yoga, if you are seeing these three, karma yoga, gnana yoga, moksha. From the standpoint of the gnana yoga, if you look at the karma yoga is a sadhanam, gnana yoga is a sadhyam. And if you see from the standpoint of the moksha, the gnana yogam is a sadhanam and moksha is the sadhyam. So in this way, the gnana yoga prepares us to the karma yoga prepares us to the gnana yoga, and gnana yoga gives the liberation. So in this way, so you have to do one by one. But if you are already well prepared, qualified, then Gnana Yoga is the second step, and then you reach the final goal, the moksha. That's why in this there is no now any doubt. This is very clearly Lord said. So after telling that also, now Arjuna's question is, what is that? What kind of lifestyle I should follow? What kind of lifestyle? Because you praised the sannyasa ashrama dharma and it is good for the gnanam, and you praised the grihastha ashrama good for the karma yoga. Like this, I have a doubt now what nishtha I should have. Here nishtha means, nishtha word is not there in this shloka in Arjuna's question, but that is the inner meaning. In the third chapter, Bhagavan told that Lokesmin dvividha nishtha pura prokta maya nagha sankhya yogena gnana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam. Nishtha, what kind of lifestyle? So that is the question here. Which ashrama dharma I should follow? You are praising and telling in between sannyasam is great. Sannyasam, karmanam, and punar yogam cha shamsasi. You are praising both one and other. Okay, you praise both of them, and actually, now tell me for me, yes, Shreyam Etayoho ekam. Between these two, which is Shreyas for me? That you decide, and Nishchayam, Sunishchitam, you decide and you instruct me that I will follow. That means Arjuna has got a doubt that if Gnana Yoga means only sannyasi, ashrama dharma, they only can attain, they only can achieve. If you are in a grihastha ashrama, it is not possible. Like that, he is having a misunderstanding in his mind. So, sannyasam, karmanam, punaha, yogam cha shamsasi. So, both you are praising and talking yoga. That means karma, karma yoga also and sannyasa also you are praising. Now I'm confused. Now whether I should renounce and go because Gnana Yoga is the Sreshtham and Karma Sannyasam is the best suitable ashrama dharma, or shall I follow the Grihastha dharma only doing Karma Yoga? So in this way, Arjuna asking the question. But Bhagavan said that in the second chapter itself very clearly, यदा ते मोहकलिलं बुद्धिर्व्यतितरिष्यति तदा गन्तासि निर्वेदं श्रोतस्य च श्रुतस्य च श्रुतिविप्रतिपन्ना ते यदा स्थास्यति निश्चल समाधावचला बुद्धिः तदा योगमवाप्स्यसि. These two shlokas indicates that when you perform your swadharma karma yoga, naturally your mind gets purified and become free from the raga dveshas, and then naturally you will get detached from the uh, involvement in the karma and karma kanda, and in that way you will attain the samadhavastha, means the steadiness of the mind. Then after you come to the gnana yoga, tada yogam avapsyasi, you will get the uh, naishkarmya siddhi and the moksha. Anyhow, in this way, here what kind of lifestyle I should follow? He is asking that either pravritti marga or nivritti marga. Generally, a renunciate sannyasi means nivritti marga. Sannyasi doesn't have any kind of family relationships or the responsibilities, is having freedom. But a grihastha means pravritti, lot of things he has to do vyavahara. Now here, Bhagavan's going to tell that which ashrama dharma you are following is not the question. In whichever ashrama dharma you are, but you need to do karma yoga to get purify your mind and get eligibility for gnana yoga and come to the get the moksha. So it doesn't matter whether you are a grihastha or sannyasi. Many times we grihasthas will think that only sannyasi can get the moksha and all these things, listening to Bhagavad Gita, all Viveka Vairagya. How is it possible for a grihastha? It is not my cup of tea. I can't do that. It is not possible. Like that, we just simply degrade ourselves and tell. But in fact, Shastra praises and tells the Grihastha ashrama is the best suitable ashrama for many people. Now, Lord also going to tell in the next coming slokas. Very few people are eligible and suitable for the sannyasa ashrama. Now, here Bhagavan is going to talk about the Grihastha ashrama. That is only here Arjuna also asked whether I should follow the Grihastha ashrama now or follow the sannyasa ashrama. When Grihastha ashrama said, it is included that brahmacharya ashrama already gone through and a person entered into the Grihastha ashrama. So there is no need to tell separately brahmacharya ashrama. Okay, because in brahmacharya ashrama there is no much eligibility for karma, there is no resources for brahmachari, and there is no patni also to perform these some kind of rituals. Now same way, if sannyasa ashrama dharma says already, that means brahmacharya ashrama is a preparation for the grihastha ashrama. Then vanaprastha ashrama is a preparation for sannyasa ashrama. Now, here the main topic is whether the grihastha staying at home without taking any formal sannyasa, changing the dress and going away from the house and staying somewhere, is it necessary to get the gnanam to purify the mind? No need. Absolutely no need. In our Shastras, Upanishads, or here in Bhagavad Gita, wherever you see, the tradition is actually all of them are grihasthas only, majority. That's why the teaching also, the Gnanam Upanishads are also father taught to the son, and that again son taught to his son. In this way only the parampara spreaded. If you see in this Bhagavad Gita here, the teacher who is teaching this Bhagavad Gita, this Gnanam and all that, Upanishads knowledge, is a Mahagrihastha, 1008 wives. And the disciple who is listening to this Upadesham, Arjuna also is a Mahagrihastha. Being he is a king, both of them are kings only, Kshatriyas, they have choice of marrying to many women. So Arjuna also have got so many wives. And who compiled this Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita? The Vyasa Bhagavan also is a Grihastha. Now, where is the such kind of doubt whether the Grihastha cannot uh, get the Gnanam, not possible? No, it is not like that. You be in any ashrama dharma, but follow this. For example, both the ashramas are having advantages and disadvantages. Now, the thing is, if you are a grihastha, you have certain kind of uh, prescriptions, the actions which you are supposed to do, like Panchamaha Yajnas and doing puja, japam, and parayanam. All these things are told grihastha. Same things are told to sannyasi also, but not the same thing, but same way. Here we are talking about the sannyasi who is not yet gained the knowledge. Don't think that every sannyasi who is wearing the dress of kavi color and all changed his body's get up. It doesn't mean that he is a gnani. He took the sannyasa to put his more time and efforts and energy, everything in the pursuit of the gnanam and moksha. So it is more congenial for him, that's why. But he also has to go through the karma yoga because purification of the mind is the common object for both of them, common goal. So for sannyasi also, see for example, grihastha have a thread is upavitam, and sannyasi removes that upavitam and he will have a dandam. He has to do the danda tarpanam. And if the grihastha are doing the Vishnu Sahasranama, Lalita Sahasranama, such kind of Parayanam, for sannyasi, the Parayanam and all is called Upanishads and Upanishad Bhashyam. If the Hare Rama or Namah Shivaya mantra is chanted by as japa by the grihastha, for sannyasi, Mahavakyas itself is the mantras for japam and for contemplation or Omkara. So, but the procedure is same. The things given are different. Both are doing karma yoga or bhakti, upasana. This is also a kind of upasana. Both will help for both of them to purify their mind. That is the object. So to purify the mind, whether you are in the grihastha ashrama or in sannyasa ashrama, how does it matter? That is the thing. Another thing, grihastha also can be there in his own house and without changing any formal kind of sannyas and all that. He is also doing karma yoga and purifying his mind, and same time he is also spending some time for the pursuit of the knowledge, the gnana yoga. That is listening to the satsang or listening to the scriptures like this. So both of them ultimately has to do that karma yoga and purify. So if the mind is not getting free from the raga dveshas and the attachment and the aversion, whether you are in this ashramam or that ashramam, it doesn't make any difference. See, sannyasa ashramam, who is taken shelter in the sannyasa way of life, ashramam. Now, grihastha also called grihastha ashramam. You take refuge, shelter of your own house and your family, and there itself it is ashramam for you. That is also ashramam for you. What is the meaning of ashramam? The place which is congenial for the spiritual practices and the spiritual upliftment. If that is the main criteria, you do that in the grihastha ashrama itself. There are so many grihasthas did like that, lived like that. That's why in Gita, Bhagavan gives the example of the Astita Janakadayaha, Janaka, Ambarisha, Priyavrata, and so many such kind of great Rajarshis. They all, in spite of they are in the responsibility of the ruling the country, taking care of their subjects, but still they were able to perceive the Gnana Yoga and they are attained the perfection also. So we must remember the difference between the Grihastha Ashrama or Sannyasa Ashrama. Both the ashramas are good. That is what Lord is going to tell. But this is the question came in the Arjuna's mind. Now what is the message for all of us? Here 99.9% of the people are in the world generally grihasthas. I am not talking about still who are young and not married, but generally. If that is the case and if this knowledge is meant for only to the sannyasis and only in the ashramites and renunciate people, then how the grihastha, Shastra talking to all kinds of people in the society. So gradually you have to upgrade yourself from the brahmacharya ashrama to grihastha and grihastha to vanaprastha and sannyasa. Actually the Vedic approach, the Veda teaching is highly appreciate this kind of gradual progression. But rarely some after studying in the Gurukulam Brahmacharya ashram itself, if they have that capacity and the eligibility, they can straight away go to the sannyas ashrama. See, if you are a brahmachari, there are three gates are open to you. That is, you can become a grihastha and slowly later vanaprastha and the sannyasa. And if you become a grihastha, you have two doors open to you. Okay, anyhow, once after you become a grihastha, you cannot become a brahmachari again. Grihastha, you have door open to the vanaprastha and sannyasa. And if you are a vanaprastha, there is only one door is open to you, sannyasa. Okay, but if you become a sannyasi, take a sannyasa, formal renunciation, there is no, these three doors are closed. That means there is no coming back or reverse break. Okay, reverse brake is not there. The vehicle cannot come back again. Only go. But here there is a choice. You can go one after another, but you cannot come back again. If at all anybody is doing like it is a big sin and a mistake. Shastra never advocate such kind of thing. So one-way traffic. From sannyasa, if you reach, you cannot come back again. Anyhow, so you see that your maturity, your perfection and your capacity and capability, your temperament and all that. Many times after studying the brahmacharis in the ashram gurukula with the teacher, sometimes teacher suggests that you take sannyasa, but this brahmachari who studied and all that, he says, no Swamiji, I am having a fear. Now I can't decide that. I will see later. Sometimes Guru says, the Sishya says, I don't want. No, I have no that much courage. Can I lead such a life of sannyasa? And sometimes disciple will ask that Guru, give me the sannyas. I want to become sannyas. Then Guru said, no, it is not fit for suitable to you now. Now you be as a grihastha. We'll see later. So both the ways it will happen. Anyhow, it doesn't matter in whatever ashrama dharma you are. Even to say, it is not the point here, but any varna also. Only it should click in your mind according to your age and the experience of your life. Now, what is the next for me to look forward as a goal in the life? So, that's why you must have, first of all, the fixed goal. If that goal is not fixed, for example, if I am getting into the bus, I must, before taking that the sadhanam, the way, I must get into the bus, I must have a destination that where I have to go. Then only I will choose that bus which goes to that destination. Then only it is useful, purposeful. So I don't know where I have to go. Then naturally, I don't know in which bus I have to get in. If anybody is getting into the bus but he doesn't know that where to go, then it is mere waste. So like that, we must know the goal of this life. So life is a journey and to reach some destination. The destination is very clearly told. Krishna also said in the previous chapters, that is the moksha, liberation, ajnana nivritti, jnana prapti. Even Bhagavan repeatedly telling the same thing in the second chapter, third chapter, fourth chapter. But somehow Arjuna managing not to understand. Otherwise, why this question? It is not the pointing out the Arjuna or Arjuna is well educated, well informed, well disciplined, very powerful. He got the Arjuna award. Not only he got the Arjuna award in his name, now in the whole world, our country, every year we are giving Arjuna awards. But to such a well informed, disciplined, powerful, um, successful person, why this kind of doubts? See, that's why when we are in confusion, where we don't know exactly what is the goal of the life, all confusions will crop up. So that is the problem, Arjuna. So we also managed to not to understand even after listening for many years and gone through the all the chapters also. We don't blame anybody why you didn't understand. The capacity of the mind is that obstacles are there many in the mind, in the emotional obstructions, mental obstructions, and so many obligations. So all those things should you have to cross and come over. So this is the background and the reason for asking this question. Still, you will wonder that Arjuna is going to ask again the same kind of almost question even in the 18th chapter. 18th chapter. Then we cannot, we should not uh, come to the conclusion that such a great warrior and strong, powerful person, Arjuna itself is not able to understand after listening to the so many chapters. And then naturally, we also cannot understand. It may take long time. Never compare in that way, or never conclude in that way, or justify. No, I can understand. Let me listen sincerely, perfectly, a perfect listening without any uh, without any doubt in the mind. Okay, then only it is possible. It's a pure mind. That means ahankara rahita, raga dvesha rahita manas is required. That's why to get that ahankara rahita, raga dvesha rahita mind, you need to do a long time the karma yoga practice. But now don't get any doubt that whether I have a pure mind, free from raga, dvesha, ahankara. Only one, just one uh, signia, one identification. If you have a interest in listening to the scriptures, that is enough. You don't bother about the how much you are having punya and vasanas destroyed, whether you have done how much karma yoga perfectly or not, because you won't get the answer for all of them as like just you measure your height is this much, your weight is this much, like no, only one thing. This is the measuring stick. If you have a interest, taste, liking in listening to the scriptures, and not only that, if you have a Shraddha, faith. Yes, these scriptures, this Bhagavad Gita teaching, all everything will help me to progress spiritually in my life. So far, I have studied so many things. I have done so many different jobs and businesses. All that is okay. I saw the life, ups and downs, everything. I've gone through the sukha, dukkha, everything. Now I have some inquiry, inquisitiveness, curiosity, mumukshutvam. What next? What exactly this life is? And then when that this burning desire, the desire, this desire, the desire for moksha, the desire for liberation, the desire for to know what is exactly the truth is, because all through the life in my life experiences, I didn't see anything permanent. Everything is impermanent. Everything deceives and disappears. Everything disappoints us. Everything disturbs us. And we are becoming dependent on this deceiving, disappearing, disturbing things. What I got so far. So this is the real enquiry. If this question comes in the mind, then remember that you are fit for involving into the Gnana Yajna. You continue your life. You continue your family, you continue your duties, whatever supposed to do, but don't get bothered and don't uh, mix these two things. Okay? As I told few minutes before, the advantages for the grihastha and disadvantages for grihastha. Grihastha having advantages is having a nice comfortable house. He can stay, he can relax, good food is available, and if any day not feeling well, the wife will serve, or if the wife is not well, husband will serve. If they become old, the children will take care. Supposed to take care. Okay, take care. So you have lot of, you have security, you have bank balance, and you have insurance, shares, all these kinds of facilities are there. These are all advantages only. And if there is no any advantage, why the people will get married? All marriage halls are booked full 2 years before. So there is some benefit, but same time there is some disadvantages also are there. What are the disadvantages? Whom I believe and whom I think that they belong to me, my family members, my children, my all, I think that they have to listen to me, they have to behave as I think, all this. These are all the problems. But unknowingly or unknowingly, we will expect that that person has to change, he should behave like this, she should behave like this. It never happens because you have no any control about the other's behavior and others' way of thinking. So they also realize one day and they will understand. But you should not get reacted. You should not get disturbed. You should not lose your balance of mind. So keep that in the mind and continue. It is just a question of exhausting your karma, prarabdha. That's it. Then why you have to worry so much? So disadvantages are more responsibilities, more obligations, more possessions, relations. I have to attend the family functions and I have to go here, I have to go there, I have to see the bank things and all. So some risk is there. Responsibility, when there is a responsibilities, there is some risk. When there is a relations, there is some advantages, but there is also is a risk. On whom you rely, they may disappear, they may deceive you, anytime they can leave you. Whom who are liking you before, or whom you are liking, after some time you may not like them, and they may not like you. What to do? That is the way the world continue in that way only, because we have no full control on anybody or any situation or anything. Only little bit we have control, and you just do. That's why swadharme nidhanam shreya paradharmo bhayavah. So follow your swadharma, whether you are in the, see, sannyasi, if he is not following his swadharma, if he is a vidvat sannyasi who gained the knowledge and just then renounced, he should spend his time in contemplation, teaching, and studying, and keep on do that. Who is a Vividisha sannyasi, not gained the knowledge, but not yet studied the scriptures also. For studying the scriptures and for gaining the knowledge, he took the sannyas. Then naturally, he must engage himself in that, not the immediately starting the projects and the ashramam and collecting the money and all that. So many times people come to the spiritual path and then they convert the spiritual path also into a again social service. If a well established gnani who is unshakable, if he involves in the social uh, services and construction of college, ashram, school, this, that, nothing harm to him. He won't get any disturbance because of it. Because he is already well established in the knowledge. For him, this karma, this service is not a main criteria. As a part of his contribution to the welfare of the society will do. But without you are not settled properly with the knowledge and all that, you want to do the service to the society and others, first you correct yourself. After correcting, if you have time and capacity and interest, you do it. So never think of the sannyasa for glamour sake and the name sake and the respect sake. That's why Shankara says somewhere in the Bhashyam, Gnanam sannyasa lakshanam. If sannyasi means he must have the gnana or he must try to acquire the gnanam, nothing else, all others, whether you do through service or you construct ashramam or not, are secondary. Okay. Anyhow, lot big background. Just talking on different angles. Now, grihastha also, sannyasi also, both should purify their mind through a prescribed karmas and approach the guru and listen from the guru and get the gnanam and get moksha. Free yourself. This is the common program, no difference. Then, so Arjuna is asking about that. After that, in the Bhagavan giving the answer in the second chapter, second shloka. Shri Bhagavanuvacha Sannyasa Karma Yogascha Nishreyasakaravubhau Tayostu Karma Sannyasat Karma Yogo Visishyate. Bhagavan, Krishna, very patient. You see how difficult for a teacher. The same thing again, not able to understand properly and asking question, tell me which is good for me, whether I have to do this, whether I have to do that. You are praising this also, you are praising that also. But Bhagavan never loses his patience and he is smilingly continuing his teaching. Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. This word itself is very important. You are listening from some teacher talking, whether you are listening in the YouTube or directly, but remember that these are the words came from the mouth of the Sakshat Bhagavan Sriman Narayana Vasudeva Krishna. And that Lord is speaking to me directly for me, for my welfare. Don't bring the story like he's teaching to the Arjuna. That's why Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. What Lord saying? Sannyasaha karma yogaha ubhau, both. Here sannyasa ashrama or grihastha ashrama. These words are, we have to understand clearly because Bhagavan twisting the words and using. Here it is not about the karma yoga or gnana yoga. Please understand clearly. Sannyasaha ashrama nishtha and karma yoga means grihastha ashrama nishtha. What kind of lifestyle? So following the sannyasa ashrama lifestyle or following the grihastha ashrama lifestyle, both of them ubhau shreyaskaraha. Shreyaskaram. Both are good. Both are good. Both will help you to take to the Nishreyasah. Nishreyas. Nishreyas means Shreyas itself is the supremely beneficial, highly beneficial, Paramarthika. After that, there is any other, again, bigger and super beneficial? No. Nishreyasa. So that is the uh, highest Shreyas, benefit, bliss, whatever, knowledge. That means they leads to the moksha. They leads to the moksha. Not Karma Yoga leads to the moksha. Karma Yoga leads to the Gnana Yoga. Gnana Yoga leads to the moksha. Otherwise, you will get confusion here. Karma Yoga. And one Lord is using the Nishtha, the state, the lifestyle sannyasa. But another one he is telling, one is the action-oriented Karma Yoga. Now, what we have to do? We have to convert this Karma Yoga word into the Grihastha. But anyhow, Arjuna, I will tell you, Tayoho tu, in fact, to say, okay, for your understanding and for the benefit of the many in the world, Karma Sannyasat, that means giving up the Grihastha and coming to the sannyasa ashrama dharma, you know which is better, which is praised. Visishyate. Visishyate means which is superior. In superior, Grihastha is superior. See, Grihastha is superior because Grihastha has got so much security, safety, and you are protected by the protected in the court because you have children, wife, family, responsibility. Then you never indulge in the wrong way of illegal relationships or the adharmic way of life. But if you are a single person and have freedom, you may go wrong in any time if you are not vigilant. That's why we see so many the sannyasis are in the name of Swamiji, so many allegations and problems. Okay, but don't think that all sannyasis and all the Swamis are bad. No, but there is a chance happening. We see, listen the different news from. No, anyhow, we'll take in a positive way. If a person who went to the sannyas marga, he is highly supremely a dharmic person, and same time he is very pure at heart and mind. So karma sannyasat, from the karma sannyasa, karma yoga is superior. That means instead of going to the sannyasa ashrama, better it is superior to be in the grihastha ashrama and continue your purification process and have the internal inner renunciation. How does it matter if I change my dress or if I shaved my head and put the Rudraksh mala? All these are meant for what? Ultimately, whether I am seeking for the Gnanam or not, whether I am spending my time in Shravana Manan Nididhyasanam or not. If you are interested, that you can do in the Grihastha Ashrama itself. Nivritta Ragasya Gruhameva Nandanavanam. Who is not having any attachment, in spite of his in the family members, this, that, all, as like the Padmapatramivambhasa Nalini Dalagat, as like the lotus leaf, which is grown in the water, staying on the water, living on the water all the time, but none of the water droplets touch that leaf. In that same way, if you are Nivritta Raga, no Raga, but I am living there because this environment, this Grihastha Ashrama is a washing machine like or a purifier for me. It is a good opportunity to learn how to be the without raga and dvesha. In spite of I interact and in spite of I do vyavahara, then it is a very good training center for you. So, nivritta ragasya grihameva nandanavana. Nanivritta ragasya, who doesn't have not freed from the attachment, nandanavanamapi grihameva. Whether you are in Nandanavanam, Nandanavanam it is just to symbolize the ashramam, calm, quiet, nice place, river is flowing, mountain, like it looks like a nice environment, all that. Nandanavanam. If you are not having the detachment in the heart, whether you are here, whether you are there, anywhere, you are bound. You are bound to become a miserable person. Therefore, Arjuna, sannyasa karma yoga, both are good only. That means grihastha ashrama, sannyasa ashrama, both are good. But I think preferably. Why? Being Krishna is a grihastha is justifying like that? No, I told you, no, 99.9%, even our rishis, if you see in all Upanishad, the rishis, he taught to his son, he taught to his son, they have got, even some rishis are taught to the wives also. Yajnavalkya taught this Brahma Vidya to the Maitreyi. So, it comes like a family tradition. Also, it is highly appreciated grihastha being in grihastha and purify your mind and try there itself for gnana yoga, and gradually you come to that stage of the renunciation of internal renunciation is more important than the external renunciation. External renunciation, we are not telling that it is bad or if it happens for some people, and if you are comfortable there after you took external renunciation also, but in your mind internally you have no that proper knowledge and understanding and renunciation internally, there also you suffer. Before also you are a samsari sufferer in the grihastha dress, now also you are a samsari sufferer in the sannyasi dress. That's it. So why to unnecessarily take risk? In that way, Bhagavan says. Now, I just remind that this thing Bhagavan not told before, not told with the same words, but the same thing Bhagavan already said. Where in the 4th chapter, Lord said about clearly about he talked about the Grihastha Gnani and Sannyasi Gnani in 20 and 21st shlokas. In 20th shloka, what he said about the Grihastha Gnani? To be a Gnani, you can be anywhere, whether you are but provided by you must have the Gnanam. Then only you are a Gnani. How you will get the Gnanam? You have to go through the systematic study of the scriptures for a lengthy period of time from a competent living teacher. What Lord said in the 4th chapter, त्यक्त्वा कर्मफलासङ्गम् नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्तोऽपि नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः. Beautiful. Karma phala I am not expecting, but still I will perform karma. and I am Nitya, always content and always feel blessed, and I never depend on any possessions and relations. Okay, then but still I am involving karmani adhipravruttaha abhi. I am still involving, talking, interacting, doing this project that are such a person even is doing, but his attitude is like that in that Arjuna is not doing anything yet. That means karma is not having the doership. Naiva kinchit karoti. And in the 21st shloka, Lord says about the sannyasi gnani. निराशीर्यत चित्तात्मा त्यक्त्वा सर्वपरिग्रहः. Sannyasi cannot have the insurance and the share markets, investments, big bank balances, and own house, one and two cars. No. But nowadays you can't find such a people following sannyas in that way. So you should not blame that who are all having own house or car or traveling. But generally, all those kind of burdens, sannyas won't keep banks, accounts, and this that. So in that way, grihastha is more beneficial. Hmm? Beneficial, no? So tyaktva. Nirashiriyat chittatma tyakta sarva parigraha. Parigraham. Sarva parigraha. No relations, no possessions, nothing. Shariram kevalam karma. Only he do that much actions, that much involvement only to continue this body to be alive. Okay? Because we have no right to kill this body and make this body suffer and starve. Shariram kevalam karma. Even here also, kurvannapi na apnoti kilvisham. So both the cases same. Naiva kinchit karoti saha. Here also, kurvannapi, that means both of them, because of this inner climate, both are. One is in the ashrama, grahastha ashrama dress style, another is sannyasa ashrama style. But both are getting the same results. They are free from the clutches of the karma, kilvisham, no sin, no dirt touches him. Kurvannapnoti kilvisham. Then in the third sloka, just I will introduce Gneyassa nitya sannyasi yo nadveshti na kankshati निर्द्वन्द्वो हि महाबाहो सुखं बन्धात् प्रमुच्यते. First of all, know from me for certain, okay? No, Gneyaha, that person should know, or whoever thinking of taking sannyasa or entered into sannyasa, or you understand, Gneyaha should be known. Okay, what? Saha Nitya Sannyasi. Who is actually a Nitya Sannyasi? Ever a renounced person. Samyak Nyasam Sannyasam. Giving up properly. What is that properly? Giving up is in the mind, in the heart of the heart. Not external giving up, internal giving up. Externally you may have, but internally you never feel that you have. You never feel that you are lost. No gain, no loss. So, Nitya Sannyasi, or you can say permanent ascetic or permanent renounced person, who Yaha na dveshti na kankshati, who is free from the, see, just now I told that point, who is free from the uh, likes and dislikes, raga, dvesha, hatred, aversion or liking, na dveshti na kankshati. who doesn't hate or desires. That means who doesn't have likes and dislikes. Ragadvesha. Very important. Such a person who is free from the Ragadvesha, that's why I quoted just now the fourth chapter sloka, because it is almost again same way of teaching in a different words. Such person is called Nirdvandaha. Not only Ragadvesha, not only Laha Nashta and Sukha Dukkha, all pairs of opposites. He is freed from the all pairs of opposites. Okay? Because he doesn't have inside Raga or Dvesha. No hatred, no liking, no disliking. And hey Mahabaho, really you, that person alone, Sukham, easily. Here Sukha means very easily. Pramuchate bandhat. Ultimately, what is Gnanam? Free from the bandha. Where is bandha? Bandha is not there at all. Knowing that I have no any bondage is called the knowledge, is called the freedom. Knowing that I never bound. I am Nitya Muktaha. Knowing that itself is the knowledge, that knowledge itself is called liberation, that it's called freedom. Okay, more we will ponder on this sloka, very important. Now, gradually, uh, Krishna focus more on the what exactly sannyasa means. That's why I told that the secret of the renunciation of action. How? We'll see more and more later. ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम् तत्सत्